How can I find out more about Chinese-Taiwanese conflicts?
Where?
Excuse me. Can I ask you a question?
And a million. Yeah, sure. What do you want to know?
Do you know anything about the Chinese and Taiwanese conflicts?
No, I've never heard of it.
Oh, that's too bad. Maybe we should find out together.
Sounds great. I know Adonis.
Who should we ask?
I have no idea, Adonis.
Dude, what's up, Xavier? What's good, man?
How are you?
Dude, not much. Yo, we were wondering if you knew anything about Taiwanese and Chinese conflicts.
No idea, but maybe a fortune cookie will loosen you up.
Dude, maybe it will. Dude, fortune. A new ally will join your journey. Dude, that's you. That's all you, dog. Jai Shiva!
你有男朋友吗？是我。
Do you speak English by any chance?
Yes, I help you find out more about the Chinese-Taiwan relations.
Dude, that's great. Fantastic.
好极了。
Yeah.
Japan occupied Taiwan from 1895 to 1945. After that, the U.S. occupied it briefly. Civil war then broke out in China, and in 1949, Chiang Kai-shek's nationalist Kuomintang leaders, who rejected the new Chinese communist system, fled and formed the Republic of China on the island today known as Taiwan, promising a return to power in Beijing. However, Beijing has never accepted the Taiwanese standpoint, and they've always considered Taiwan as a renegade province, and has tried numerous times to convince Taiwan to return to the mainland. At the time, the U.S. was fearful of the spread of communism, and thus sympathized with the policies of Taiwan over China. A key disagreement between Taiwan and China is that of the One China principle. The People's Republic of China, PRC, the communist government on the mainland that still rules today, firmly believes that there is only one China and that Taiwan is a part of it. Taiwan, however, rejects this principle and maintains that it is independent. However, in 1979, U.S. re-established relations with China and sided with the communist PRC and supported the One China principle. Just months later, however, the Taiwan Relations Act of 1979 re-established support for the Taiwan's democratic system. This conflict has been the cause of tensions in relations between China and Taiwan ever since.
The Chinese saw the Relations Act as an intrusion into internal affairs because the Taiwan's Relations Act stated that the U.S. would provide Taiwan with arms if they decided to split and become a democracy. The U.S. was still reluctant to do so because China is such a giant trade location with the United States. The Taiwanese, however, continue to advocate for democracy in their country, and in 1979, on Human Rights Day, the Taiwanese held a protest for Taiwan to become an independent country in an event called the Kaohsiung Incident. Even though this protest was put down by the ROC government, it succeeded in uniting Taiwan opposition towards being governed by the Chinese. This desire for democracy led to the development of the first Democratic Progressive Party in 1986, and it eventually led to Taiwan's first two-party election.
In 1992, a consensus was reached stating that there was indeed only one China. However, both sides could agree to differ on this definition. The ambiguity of this consensus has led to conflicts between China and Taiwan even today.
Taiwan has invested $50 billion and counting of trade with China. The U.S. has indicated that it will only intervene if China attacks Taiwan, but this is unlikely because Beijing and Taipei have struck a tactic bargain to hold the peace until at least 2004. A major country has been waiting to take part in this conflict, Australia. Australia has a lot of trade with Beijing, tying them with China. Then Australia has the U.S. aiding them with military, tying them with the U.S. Australia could offer alternative ways for China to think about the Taiwan issue. Even though many attempts to avoid war have been tried, China and Taiwan have been very close to having war. 10 missiles were fired into the sea 140 kilometers north of Taiwan in 1995. In August 1995, another 3 M-series surface-to-surface missiles were fired into the sea north and south of Taiwan, just before Taiwan's presidential elections.
On December 1st, 2001, a new president named China-Taiwan of DPP obtained majority rule for the DPP in the Legislative Yuan. This, however, paved the way for a future alliance between the Kuomintang, the People's First Party, and the New Party, and a conservative alliance named the Pan-Blue Coalition. This newly united party's purpose was to push forward towards Taiwan and other China-governed territories to settle area disputes with China, as well as to have a slightly larger majority over the DPP in the Legislative Yuan. In 2004, President Chen Shui-bian had been re-elected as a member of DPP. He repudiated a 1992 consensus. In 2004, he also asked the people of Taiwan whether or not to solve tensions with China peacefully or violently. As a result, China and Taiwan continued a no-contact policy. Yet China and Taiwan would continue military buildup, and China would try to isolate Taiwan diplomatically. In 2008, Ma Ying-jeou was elected president. His policies have become friendlier towards China, and China and Taiwan rely on the uncertain outcome of the 1992 consensus to avoid conflict. During Zhou's presidency, tensions have declined, with events such as the first flight between China and Taiwan occurring in 2008 and the first investment into Taiwan's markets in 2009. Although tensions have been reduced, there are still conflicts between Taiwan and China today.
Oh my God, we learned so